Okay, so today we're going to do a three-variable elimination problem, and we're going to use the elimination method. Now, if you look on your objective sheet at the very bottom, the steps for this procedure are listed. So you might want to stop the video and get that sheet out and pull out those steps so you can kind of follow along what we're going to do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do elimination, and we're going to pick a variable to eliminate. And we're going to pick two equations, and we're going to eliminate the variable that we want to pick. So I'm going to start out, and I'm going to eliminate the y's. Now just look at my y column and see that I don't have a lot of differences in there. I can just multiply by 2 and change the sign, and I'm good. So that's why I'm going to choose the y's. So I'm going to eliminate the y's. So I'm going to take my first equation, equation A, and I'm going to multiply it by 2. The whole equation A multiplied by 2. So that's going to give me a 16x minus 2y plus 4z is equal to negative 40. Then I'm going to take equation B and combine those two, or add those two. This is another reason why the method is called addition method. Okay, so when I combine those two, that's going to give me what I'm going to call my next equation, equation D. I'll call this one D. And D is going to be 17x, that eliminates just like we wanted it to, is equal to negative 37. Now this is our hold equation. If you look at your steps, it says take two equations, eliminate a variable, and hold that equation. So that's what I've done. I picked two equations, eliminated y, and then I have this hold equation. Okay, step 2 will tell you to take two different equations and eliminate the same variable. So for this next step, I'm going to take B, equation B, and I'm going to take it and combine it with C, but I'm going to multiply C by negative 1. And that's going to eliminate the y's. So I'm going to take the C equation, multiply it by negative 1. So that would give me a negative 2x, a negative 2y, positive 3z, and a negative 3. And when I put these two equations together, I'm going to call it E. And again, this is one of my hold equations. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to get negative x, the y's eliminate just like we wanted them, plus 2z is equal to 0. Okay, so now if you'll look at step 3 on your steps, it says take your two hold equations and do elimination. So my hold equations are D and E. And if I'm going to do elimination, I'm going to see that eliminating the x might be the easiest option. If I take equation E and multiply it by 17, then this will eliminate the x's. So that's my plan. So I'm going to take equation D, which is 17x plus 3z equal negative 37, multiply equation E by 17, so that'll give me a negative 17x, there's the elimination, and then 2 times 17 is 34, so that'll be plus 34z is equal to, well, 17 times 0 is 0. Okay, so then I do that, and what's going to happen here, I'm going to get my first answer. When I do this elimination, I'm going to get, that eliminates, I'm going to get 37z is equal to negative 37. And so divide by 37, I'm going to get z is negative 1. and that is my first official answer. Okay, so now that was step 1, step 2, and step 3. So this would be step 1, this was step 2, and this was step 3. Okay, so now step 4 says to plug back in. It says take your answer that you got and plug it back into one of your whole equations. So this time I'm going to do substitution back. And I'm going to back into, let's see, does it matter which one I do, D or E? No, it doesn't matter. E looks a little easier, so I'm going to plug it back into E. So E says negative x plus 2z is equal to 0. So that's going to give me negative x minus 1 equals 0. I'm sorry, minus 2 equals 0. I'm going to add x to both sides, and I get negative 2 is equal to x. So now there's my second answer. Oh, wrong. Highlighter, not yellow marker. There we go. Ooh, where did that come from? All right, let's get back up there. Negative 2 is equal to x. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to take, that was step 4, and then step 5 says to take both of your answers and plug them back into one of the original equations. So this time I'm going to substitute back into one of the original equations. And I'm going to look at the original equations A, B, and C, and pick the one I like the best, the one that I think makes the problem easier. And I think I'm going to do B. Does it matter? No. I'm choosing B because I like B, and I think B is the easiest one to do. So here we go. So I'm going to substitute back into B. And so B, x is negative 2, so it'll be a negative 2 plus 2 times y, y is the one we don't know, minus z, z is negative 1, and that's supposed to give me 3. So let's simplify this. So I have negative 2 plus 2y plus 1 equal 3. So that gives me a negative 1 plus 2y equal 3. Add 1 to both sides. And I get 2y is equal to 4. And so y is equal to 2. And that is my third and final answer. Okay, so final answer is written as an ordered triple. So we'll write that down here. As an ordered triple, x goes first, which is negative 2. Y comes next, which is positive 2. And z is last, which is negative 1. And there we go. Final answer.